Now, Love Lifers, what would the Pepper Couch be without an exclusive interview? And on today's exclusive interview, we got an invite from a renowned stylist and fashion icon, Ubo Bondima, also known as Bob The Stylist. Puti, how are you?
Happy John Fit.
Happy, bro. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. For you guys reaching out, and welcome to Boys of Soweto.
Thank you. Now, Bruami, can you please tell us when and how did this business start?
All right. So the brand started in 2011, but before it became an apparel brand, we were bloggers, right? And the intention of it was to create a portfolio. So I've always wanted to tap into the fashion industry, and I knew in order for you to actually apply or approach these people, whether it be designers or production houses, you need to have a portfolio. Yeah. So I'd ask a friend of mine to take pictures of me. So I'd self-style, then I'd switch it up and take pictures of them, I'd style them, right? That's how it started. My first blog was the Conceptualize. Whilst doing that, I was doing that. So when I was Spani, so my mains of appeal of survival was selling second-hand clothes, right? And I would do this with a homie of mine. Then we met up with those stages, or those trio. We were three of us, right? Yeah. And we'd do that. I then decided actually let's curate our looks, shoot it, and then just put it on our blog. That's how Boys of Soweto came about. And the intention of Boys of Soweto, apart from showcasing how diversity of his style, right, it was to put boys from the township in a better light. So we're still using fashion as a platform or as a language to convey our stories, right? There's a lot that happens. There's a lot that happens at Kasi, and we represent positivity, all that is positive. Yeah? So that's what Boys of Soweto is and how it started. That's where it started.
That's what's up. Now, let's get into the name itself. Like, it could have been Gents of Soweto or Girls of Soweto, sure, but you chose Boys of Soweto. Why is that?
There's a boy in me, right? And for me, to some way, this is a letter to the 17 or 14-year-old in me, right, who had these dreams, right? And I'm constantly working on it. And me working on it, it's like I'm healing that boy at the same time. And then beyond that, it's going back to Indona Sekas, yeah, right? Trying to show the positive side of Izinto, the positive side of Impilo. Because when you look at it right now, just the social climate, how it is, it's appalling. And we hope three Boys of Soweto kids can be motivated.
Inspiration.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, for mentioning Uguti kids from Ekasi, now we know for a fact Uguti Elokshini, there's a whole lot of local brands. What would you say to them, or like a word of advice to them to like try to get to the level of where Boys of Soweto is now?
Sure. Hey man, I don't think there's one formula, right? But I know Intes Balegile is you have to invest in yourself before you expect anyone to invest in you. Yeah. Put money, put time into what you believe in, right? I think that's important. This is like the biggest lesson that I've learned from me. And every time I exercise that, the brand grows. I inject Maliami into the brand, right? And the lifestyle is like secondary. So I'd say put money into the brand, find ways to use this. I didn't study fashion, but I had to find ways. So whether it be collecting magazines, whether it be shadowing someone, I think that is important. Yeah. And you have to look at fashion from an overview, right? Because it's interlinked with other industries. So if you can use your brand, say you can collaborate with musicians, you can collaborate with photographers, you can collaborate with videographers. Yeah. So once you shoot that content on Ndanga, once they're wearing your product, that's easy. That's like easy marketing, right? When you create content collaborating with videographers and whatnot, you're gonna get good quality, and you just broadening your brand. Yeah. Now
let's talk about them challenges. Obviously, getting to this level, it's not easy. Sure. So what are the challenges that you face on a daily, on a weekly basis?
Outside challenges, man. I mean, I'd say more challenges that I face are internal, self-doubt. I always, whenever I create something like will people buy it? Yeah. Will people buy it? And I find myself scrutinizing and having that. But I work on self. And all that's external, that is secondary. Yeah. As long as you focus on putting your best work out there,
now, you mentioning Uguti, it's an internal thing in terms of how you deal with them challenges. How do you make sure Uguti mentally and you are in check in order with namhlanje ngiyavula and we're running this again?
Sure. Couple of things. So, I mean, I'd say I was fortunate enough. I think from 21, in my 20s, I gave myself to the Lord.
Yeah.
So in religion and spirituality has always been my guide and my escape.
Yeah.
Even though right now I've denounced religion, but I know spirituality plays a pivotal role in Pelonium. Scriptures still play a pivotal role. I'm active. I'm physically active. I gym, I run, I do trail. I spend my time in nature. Nature heals, and I meditate.
Shout out to that. Now, siyazi ukuthi currently we are in the month of February, which is the month of love. Sure. Now, the viewers there at home would love to know, ukuthi, how do you and your partner stay protected?
I'm single, so I do not.
So there's no partner?
Yeah.
Ladies?
Yeah.
Okay, apart from you, when I get yourself, how do you make sure ukuthi, you spread love since it is the month of love?
And through the works, and just treating Abantu as I would like to be treated.
Shout out to that. Now, for our viewers, who would love to wear Boys of Soweto, how can they get a hold of the apparel?
We are available, so the store is at 99 Juta, Braamfontein. You can DM us. There's a contact number on our bio, and we're on Instagram and we're on TikTok. But if you go on our bio, there's contact numbers where you can actually make a purchase.
Shout out to that, man. With all of that being said, Love Lifers, this is Ububundima Bob, the stylist of Boys of Soweto. Danko.